Good morning, party people. Good morning. It's Randy for Thunderhorse Descendant. I'm here today on a Monday doing work. Work needs to happen today. Not Claim It Live Bead Sale today. There is no Claim It Live Bead Sale today. As we are on the July, it's not June, on the July schedule, where we're doing Claim It Live Bead Sales every other week in the month of July. It's hot here. It's hot here too. Oh, who's here this morning? Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Dog and Dragon Slayer. Good morning, Janice. Glad to be here on this Monday morning. Good, we're glad to have you. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, Sandy. Hello, Gloria. Beth is here. Barb is here. Ashley's here. Good morning. Excuse me, miss. Oh, Winter says she has things she needs to put on the schedule. She needs this pen. It's very important schedule doings. Anyway, she's determined. She will not be deterred. Winter, will you not be deterred from your schedule doings? Hello. I feel like my chair is moving weird. Good morning, Dorothy. Good morning, Gloria. Good morning, Rebecca. Good morning, Linda. Hello, good afternoon, Helen. Hello, Tina. Good morning, everybody. So here we are. Oh, and Sandra's here. Hi. So today, a little change in the schedule, but that's fine. I have custom orders I have to finish. Here's my notes. So we have some custom orders for Mike that we got to get together. So we are going to make an 8.5. No, it's an 8.5 or 8 1/4. What did he say? 8.5. 8.5. We're going to make an 8.5 inch bracelet with agates and septarian stone, because these are the beads that he chose. And then we are going to whip up some prayer beads that just need to be restrung. So these are prayer beads that he's had for a long time, and then he just wants them to be restrung. Now on the prayer beads, he wants them to be on a magnet clasp, and for the life of me, I don't have one. I even looked in the inventory. I'm like, do we have magnet clasps? Where are they? Can't find them. So I'm going to put it on the list for Wednesday, which I should do. Write myself a sticky so I don't forget. So I'm going to put it on the list to get super magnet clasps while I'm at the store on Wednesday, because I'm going to the store on Wednesday. For Mike's order. Hi. Good morning. Yeah, do y'all need super magnet clasps? Should I get extra? We don't have any. I don't know what's happening. Celebrating. What are we celebrating? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Celebrate Beth. Congratulations. What is Beth doing? Is she exciting news? Oh, you got to go in the pool. Well, fun. Please get extra. Yes, I need magnet clasps. Okay. It's a brand new world. Okay. Okay, I'll get some extra for the next sale. Is that good? Get extra for the next sale. Okay. Good morning. I got it on there, so we got to do that. I'll put that over here for now. So anyways, that is our doings for today. We got to get these custom orders together so that they can be ready for purchase on Thursday. Other announcements. So if you're just joining in, normally on Mondays we have our Claim It Live bead sale. We are on our July schedule. For the month of July, we decided to try to do bead sales every other week in the month of July, since we missed the first week, which was, during the 4th of July doings. So we said, okay, we will try it and see how it goes. The first sale, it really does change our schedule on the back end a lot, so we don't really have the information we need to know if that's going to work out. So that's why we're doing it for the entire month. Although I will say that I had a lot of time this weekend to be working on. I didn't have to go to the store, so I did a bargain bead box video. I cleaned my house. I went to a garage sale. I even went to the supermarket. So I would say there's a lot of time in the weekend, which is nice. So that was good for me and Jefferson. Good morning, everybody. I found Shannon some really awesome shoes at the garage sale. They're like super expensive shoes from REI for like $10. And they're like trail shoes because she goes walking, in the trails. So that was fun. I got me some too. Mine are not trail shoes because I'm not a trail walker. And if I am, I'll just wear my regular ones. In another 2 weeks, he might even allow me to swim. Oh. So you just get to go in there, but no swimming. What else we got going on? So that's what we're doing with July. We're just trying out the sale thing every 2 weeks. We'll see how the next one goes. The next one obviously will be on the 22nd, which is next Monday. So this week we will be prepping for next Monday. See how all that goes down, and then we'll decide if we want to keep it or not. We highly recommend that you guys message in on either the email or the back phone, which is in the description of this video, to let us know how you're feeling about the sale every 2 weeks. Some are saying they don't want to do it every 2 weeks. Some are saying they like it because then they get to save money or something. So I don't know. They'll let us know. What else we got going on? Mama Thunderhorse is coming on the 26th, I guess, for visiting, which is great because that'll be on that next week off, after in the schedule. So that works out good. Melissa has ordered the wedding invitations. Apparently, I have a lot to say. Melissa has ordered the wedding invitations. Rosetta says, haha, save money. So those are on the way. Once those arrive, me and Shannon are going to Cricut all of our envelopes in calligraphy. So that'll probably take some time. I don't know when we're going to have time to do that, but we're going to do that. I got the envelopes. They're over here on top of this little hooba jobber. They're just white with gold trim, and I figured that'd be easy to do the writing on. I know it's difficult because only one partial. How do you do with the sale? Did you average where you would be in 2 weeks in it? No, Beth. I did not. Basically, Beth is asking if we made enough money. We didn't. We didn't make enough money for 2 weeks. We made the same amount of money that we make on the weekly sale. And so that's not good because we have to pay employees for 2 weeks instead of 1. But it was also right after 4th of July, and maybe, things and stuff were happening with bank accounts, or maybe some people didn't know we were on, because when the schedule changes, sometimes people don't come back. It was a thing. As you know, we're very transparent around here. So we're going to try it again next time and see how that goes. Hopefully it goes better. Or maybe we just didn't have anything that anybody wanted. That's always an issue too. Maybe they had all that stuff. They didn't want anything else. So we'll see. So I have pulled all of the swan crystals that are green for the wedding making bags. We have that on our agenda for possibly this week, possibly next week. We have to skew in all of those crystals, and then I can start divvying them up in the wedding bags. Okay, so if you don't know, most people have volunteered to make jewelry for my wedding, and so I'm just sending them beads to make with, and it'll be like a little package, and everybody's will be different, and you just make something, and what you don't use you keep, and then you send the jewelry back. And this is just something nice that people are doing because they want help, which I truly appreciate. And so we're going to get that together, and then we're hoping that we can have that together so that we could possibly send them out with the next round of sale, shipping. So we'll see how that goes. What else we got on the agenda? Videos. Bargain bead box. Today I'm going to record project 2. Basically all this week, since there's no invoices to do and no, with the schedule sale stuff, I'm going to have more time to record. So my plan is to record Bargain Bead Box Project 2 today, and then tomorrow I'm going to do Sam's Bead Box. Sam's Bead Box, I'm going to do an unboxing and a project, because those are going to launch on Wednesday on his site. So I'm going to try to get that together, because on Wednesday I'm taking the members with me to the store. Remember, we're going to the store on Wednesday, and we have to do work. So members at 3 o'clock working at the store. So I'm not going to be here Wednesday when that launches, so I got to try to get that together on Tuesday. And then Thursday and Friday I should only have 3 bargain bead box projects left to make. So hopefully I can get those up over the weekend, and that is the schedule for this week. It is a lot of things. We can do it. We need more coffee, but we can do it. Good morning. Do you have an official sign up for that? Oh, Debbie, no. I'm gonna put a note. I said I was gonna do that last week. Honestly, Jeff was here this weekend, and we were kind of all over the place cleaning. Jeff put together all the Amazon furniture. Then he mowed the yard. I did all his laundry, because his laundry situation in Bismarck is very bad. So he brought it with him. So I had to do all that. Note to self, didn't get my laundry done, but whatever. What am I writing? Oh, sign up sheet. Sign up sheet for wedding jewelry making. Okay, so I'm thinking for that, I can make like a Google sign up sheet, and then I can email it out, and then whoever wants to sign up, then it should email back to me. We've done those in the past, but it's been a long time, but I'll figure that out. Although, thank you for reminding me, because I forgot. I'll put that on the schedule. I'll have Winter put that on the schedule with her. She really wants to write in the purple pens. Good morning. Yay. Everybody's happy to make wedding jewelry? I'm excited to see your wedding peeps wearing and advertising our creations. Yeah, so the deal with that is, so Scott, who is Melissa's significant other, he is going to be, so they wouldn't let us do it during the live wedding thing like I wanted to do, but he is going to do video. So he is going to video the guests after at the reception. And so then at the reception, they'll say whose jewelry they're wearing. They're here in spirit with Debbie from, I don't know where you're from, Debbie. We'll say Maine. Debbie Golden from Maine. And then if you want to include your business name or your, what you like, just probably your business name, and like a wedding wish or something, and then the person who is wearing it will read that in the camera, so we can have it on our video. It'll be super cute, which obviously we're gonna show online, so probably in YouTube. If you don't want your things to be mentioned, you can just put that and then we won't mention those. Some people don't like that. So if you don't want it read out, just let us know if it's just for personal doings or what have you. Bonnie says that 3 people have hacked her cards. Bonnie. I got things to do. And I came home, I had 5 beady packages. Oh my. Coffee. Coffee is required. Saving money. Anyway, so that's kind of the plan with that. Other things, I just wanted to mention, I did not take and put people up for grabs on the website this weekend. Number 1, because I forgot. Number 2, once I remembered, I was like, there's kind of a lot of people up here. So some of the people were new, and I was like, oh, maybe they don't know what to do. And some of the people were not new, and I was like, this is odd. So I just left them up, but this afternoon after my recording, I'm probably going to go in and put those up for grabs. So if you are unaware, when you do order from our Claim It Live bead sale, our expectation is that you're going to purchase your order within 3 business days, and on Saturday, if they haven't been purchased, usually Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, I go in and I mark them put up for grabs. So I take all of your information off and I just put up for grabs, which means anybody can order them from the site. This helps us because then if people decide not to order, other people can order, and we don't have to break all that stuff out and create new listings for it and do photos and things of that nature. So a lot of times they do get ordered by other Descendants. We've had that happen a couple of times recently because those do get purchased, because sometimes people have requested things that we only had limited items of, and other people wanted them but couldn't get them, so they'll order in the up for grabs section. So just an FYI, if yours goes up for grabs, anybody can order it. It's no longer reserved for you. So I'm just letting you know that. This morning's show is streaming on my bedroom TV, allegedly while I clean my bedroom. Good job, Gloria. Guess what I'm doing? You're beading. Are you beading in your bedroom, or you're just drinking coffee in your jammies? All right, let's jump into this custom orders. I do have, what do you guys want to start with? The prayer beads, which just need to be restrung, or the bracelet? It's just a strung bracelet, I mean, but this is what we got to do. So these are the prayer beads. We want to keep this pattern, and then these are the beads that we're going to use for the bracelets. Good morning. Yeah, so it's kind of nice. I got to introduce Mike to kind of the world of beading and all the different types of beads, and I let him look through all of the gemstones and kind of explain the different goings-ons and where some of them are from. And so that was kind of fun. So he picked out these guys here for his bracelet, a septarian. I want to just point out, I did not influence on the septarian. You know, septarian is my favorite stone. But I was like, yeah, so that's kind of fun. Good morning. I think we'll start with the bracelet. It'll be a little bit more entertaining than just restringing. I have my acclaimed craft board. To be quite honest with you, I think I measured for 8 1/4. For some reason that was in my brain. So now I think I gotta go 8 1/2, which is 10, which is this one. So this is my acclaimed craft board for making bracelets. Good morning. And he wants this bracelet with an Old Faithful on it, although he did not say what color he wanted. Let me check my notes. No, He didn't say what color he wanted. It's kind of not a metal guy, so I'm thinking maybe not bright silver. Well, he was very specific about wanting like just stones and no spacey things, so I think I'm gonna go maybe like this bronze color. I bought 5 bundles from Bargain Bead Box last week. Good thing it's my birthday month. Yeah, I kept seeing the emails from them, but I couldn't, every time I went, it was sold out, so I didn't get anything. I ordered it at FOC and it has just arrived. Yay! Okay, so if you're not familiar with the Acclaimed Crafts board, these are boards that are handmade by our friend Lori and her husband over in Tennessee. They are on Etsy. They have a website on Etsy, and it is Acclaimed Crafts. Maybe you've heard of them. We have used this before, so I have a couple of boards. They make a couple of different boards. So her husband makes these. She's a beader. And then this came with a graph, which I didn't bring the graph up here because I just looked at it this morning. But it comes with a graph and it tells you which circle to use based on the size of beads that you're going to use, etc. So I thought it was going to be 8 1/4, so I was going to use 9. But now it says it'll be 8 1/2. I think I have to use 10. So anyway, here's what that looks like. So basically what we're going to do is we're just going to take our little design here. And we're gonna create this little design, and then we're gonna string it up. Mike said he wanted more of the brown from these agates. This one's really cool. And then we just happened to find these guys after the fact. These are like a fire agate. And he said, yeah, throw a couple of those in. So I'm going to do 2 or 3 there. I think I want to do 3. Yeah. So I'm kind of picking out the more brown. These are brown and black, so I'm trying to get my eyes to work here. This one's cool. Look. That one is a little light. I don't know that I care for that one. I'm gonna do this. I think I should do this darker one. Oh, that one has light on it too, but look how cool it is. Okay, I'm going for it. Maybe I'll put this one here. More of a brown. Good morning. I changed my name again. It's Cindy. Ellison. Cindy Ellison? Mama's Beads. Mimi's Beads? Mama's Beads. Hello. Hello, good morning. No sale today. No sale today. We're still on the every other week sale. Sorry. To get my eyeballs to differentiate between these black and brown, I really got to get in here. This one? I like that one. Oh, Mima. Mima's Beads. Is that what we're doing? Stripies on it. Okay. And which of these do I like better? This one. Oh, whoa. Come here. Okay. one? I don't like this little brown one. Is he gonna look weird? No, that's fine. And as far as this goes, I think that's what we're gonna have to do. With the everything. And I'll just connect with a couple of little jump rings. We'll call that a day. Alright. So there is our little design. Oh, Deborah is Oma. German for grandma. Hi. Poopa. Good morning, Sparklies. Alright, so this is a plan. I'm going to put this onto... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Houston. Well, guess I'll put it on medium. I was going to put it on heavy just because he said he wants to wear it a lot, but I think medium should be fine. I don't have heavy up here. Maybe I'll ask Shannon. Hold on. Hey, Shannon. Can you go into my colorful drawers by my bead desk and give me some soft, flex, heavy beading wire? It should say heavy on the front instead of medium. Yeah. It should be like the second drawer. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. I'll get coffee while Shannon's looking for it. She's looking for it. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 Miss Ginger. Miss Ginger, I have some things for you to put on the schedule, okay? Oh, she's coming. Thank you, Shannon. Shannon says, good morning, everybody. Shannon has brought us two options. That's not where that goes. We have heavy soft flex in coppery brown and regular heavy. Okay, so if you are new around here about this whole endeavor, so I mean, I just kind of wanted to use heavy because he said that he wants to wear it as like a daily wearer, and I mean a medium would work fine for that, but he's very active and does like climbing and different things like that. So I think we should do the heavy just to be safe, and so I'm going to do it, I think on this, this is copper, but I mean I can use a copper. I can use a copper guy. Nobody said I couldn't. Gigi is cute. Acclaim Crafts on Etsy. Oh, yes. Acclaim Crafts on Etsy. They have a lot of different boards as well. They sent me this one for my birthday, which is very nice of Lori, and I think her husband's name is Mike. She's in our group. Anyway, but Jeff had ordered for me a different bracelet one, or maybe it was a multi-strand one. So they have like some multi-strand ones, some bracelet ones, blah blah blah. But I got that one because sometimes I have trouble making the right size bracelet. As you know, I always make it either too big, too small, whatever. Because I got this little tiny wrist and it's 6.5. I couldn't even fathom an 8.5. It would be like over here. And I don't like, when I wear bracelets, I don't like them to move around. And so I asked Mike when he was here, I said, do you want this to like move around? And I gave him some to try on. Shout out to Rosanna, who's always giving me tips on having them try it on. And so he picked one that he thought was comfortable. So this is where we're at with that. So I'm going to get a little snippet here of this guy. I think I'll just put them on here while I'm still on this. So I'm just going to start at the top. I'm still on the roll. I also don't normally do that, but it's a day. I'm just going to put them on. So the other board that I have from Acclaimed Crafts, it's for designing, and then it has multiple like lines, so you can make like multiples, either a multi-strand, or if you're selling like bracelets or whatever, you can make them multiples of the same and like line them up and have them ready to go. And that's the original board that Jeff got for me, but it also has sizing on it, which is very helpful. Those ones are in a straight line if you like that better. Can't see the hole in this one. If you like that better, that's in a straight line and it starts with like 0 and then goes out like that. But they're also kind of curved, which is helpful. So it's just kind of a lot of things. I think I like them because Lori is a beader, so she runs into, you know, the same kind of issues like other beaters run into. So she's like, oh, this would be helpful. You know what I mean? And then he makes it, which is fun. And then they got hacked by China. I was just like, oh. So China started making their boards, but they did a review of the one that they ordered from China that was a copy of their board, and it was significantly smaller. The numbers were not right, and it was like not great because these are quite hefty. Okay, here we are. Okay, so I'm gonna move this out of the way. Boop. What is the name of the website? It's Acclaimed Crafts, and it's on Etsy. Acclaimed Crafts, yeah. So we could measure this, but this is another thing about the Acclaimed Crafts boards is, so one thing that the round board accounts for is round beads. So you know how like you can measure it out, but then when you put it on here, because it's going to be round and the size of the bead matters on the wrist when you're trying to make a specific size. That is what is part of it. I don't know if I'm explaining this very well. But so we could measure this and it might be 9 inches or some dang thing, but once you go around in circumference, the roundness of the beads makes it smaller, if that makes sense. Okay. So that's another thing that the board helps with. All right, so looks like we're going copper now, so I'm gonna get into my jump rings. Now, I originally was gonna do bronze. I know in bronze I have, in bronze I had 4 Tinky Tots, 4 millimeters. Now I don't know if I have those in copper. If I don't have them in copper, then we're probably, or at least a smaller one, we might have to just put it onto the bracelet, because otherwise then I think it might be too big. But we'll look and see what we got here. Well, we have some 4mm rounds, not my fave. These are all round. We have some 6s, but I think that's going to give us too much space, honestly. So I'm going to just crimp onto the end. Because before I was going to use 4s. Let me see where we're at. And then we add this guy. Yeah. Okay, I think if we crimp right on, we should be at the perfect size. So we're going to say no to this. Sometimes you have to make these type of adjustments when you're making the things. So if I took beads off based on the beads that he chose, it would be too small. It would mess up the pattern, and then it would also be too small. Or I would have, you know, one over here and one not here. So these are the kind of adjustments that we are making. Now, if I did have some 4mm Tinky Tots in copper, I probably would have used them, because I do like to put on with a jump ring. The reason for that is if the clasp goes out, you don't have to restring the whole thing. However, we are using an Old Faithful, and one of the reasons I like Old Faithful clasps, which is this ball and socket right here, is because they're amazing and they never go out. So it's not like a lobster, because a lobster has a spring and that is going to eventually go out, you know what I'm saying? But this guy does not, which is why he is the Old Faithful. I've never had one go out, I'll say that about it. Alright, we need some hooba jobbers. Where are you at, hooba jobbers? Here we go. What do we have for copper? Oh, not that one. We need 2.5, 3? What's in here? We are using heavy. I don't know if those are 2s. Let me take a look, see. They are 2s, but they're looking like a different company. So I'm going to use these ones from Bead Smith, because they're a little larger. Now, you probably should use a larger size for the heavy, but I have 2s, so here we are. Take a look-see and see if that's going to work before we send Shannon running around. Yeah, we're okay. Alrighty. So for this, well, good morning. For this, I'm just going to put this on there, and then I'm going to just directly crimp onto, dang, no intercom system. Yeah, I'm just going to crimp onto here. And put this through. And then I gotta get my crimper out. That's a mini crimper. I need a regular one. regular crimper and a zip of coffee. Good morning. Rosanna. She says, oh, the wonderful Hooba Jobbers. Yeah. Good morning, Susie. Okay, so then to save on my wire, I am pulling this other way here. Now I am going to do this one kind of tighter than normal because by the time I get this whole part in, we should be not needing too much additional space. So I'm going to make it pretty tight. I want to make sure it is not twisted. I'm going to go with my crimper and we're going to first give it a little kiss and a hug, as they say. I'm going into the largest one first. This one, you're going to push. It's going to separate your wire, like so. And you're going to turn it sideways, and you're going to do like a little rolling and squeezing motion. Sometimes these tubes, I go in 2 different spots, so everything is closed up. And there we go. So we should be good. Let's check it out. Nice. Over here. Yeah, there's a lot of crimping options. I have always just crimped with this thing. I've never crimped with anything else. I have a little one that's mini. There's a lot of, like, everybody talks about that one-step crimper and the magical crimper. I don't know if those 2 things are the same. I'll just use this one. I will say I've broke a few of these. 2. I've broke 2. One I broke on camera. That was an interesting day. So I'm just going to do a little smidge here. Cut that off. And then we'll go again. I do like to leave myself enough wire so it's easy to maneuver in the crimping because I feel like that's important. So I want to be able to go through here. Okay. What are we doing? Is there a little weird nub on my wire? What's happening? Okay, go through there. Okay, this one's being complicated for some reason. Oh, there he goes. And then I like to go through a bead. Okay, now we have to remember that this is going to be in a round circular. You don't want it to be too tight, you know what I'm saying? So I want to make that loop the same size as the other side, but I also don't want it to be too tight. So in order to adjust that, I'm adjusting how far the crimp is from the bead, not necessarily how tight I pulled it. Okay, it's here where you're going to make your adjustments. But you also don't want the beads to be so tight that they can't move around. So we just got to find that little sweet spot and then we will crimp it. Here we go. Make sure it's not tangled up. good. Give a little snip. All right. The end went flying. Put your goggles on. Let's see how I did. Now this is supposed to be 8.5. Everybody say a little prayer for me. Oh, 8 3/4. Dang. Say a little prayer for me. See what I did. Well, it looks like perhaps the 1/4 inch is in the bead stringing so that they're not too tight on both sides. Well, dang. All right. If at first you don't succeed, try again. All right. Okay, so we are 1/4 too big on each side, so I'm wondering, can I get away with taking a bead off? But I honestly don't think that I can. So, that means we have to readjust the plan. If I go here and I take these 2 beads off, this is way more than 1/4 of an inch, right? But maybe I can adjust it in the end. We shall see. The other option is because I won't have even side beads on each side if I don't take off 2. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll try it. This is probably my fault because I did not go look at the chart. I was like, oh, it's 8 1/4. It must be this one. And then I came up here and I was like, 8.5. What? So I didn't look at my charts. So it's probably me. But no big deal. It's just one more crimp. I guess that's what happens when you don't look at your chart. Change 2 big beads for 2 small ones. You know, that is not a bad idea, Lois. I never even thought of that. See if I can get away with it. Yeah, this jewelry making life ain't all peaches and cream like people think it is. You gotta make adjustments. You gotta be okay with failure. We never fail, right? We either win or we learn. I do like this one a lot. Those little crystally parts. Can you guys see? Alright, let me just get a little look-see at this situation. I think I can get away with it. They were saying replace these two with a smaller bead, which is a good tip because that would work. But I think that given the space of the bracelet needing to move and the crimp space, I think I can get away with it. Although I said that last time, but it didn't work. So we'll see. See what happens. Here we go. Should you end up in a situation like this, do not panic. Remember not to panic. You're just going to take your little plier and you're going to put this in there. Oh, it's got a little barb on it. You're going to cut this little barb off at an angle. That was a horrible cut. Then, put this in there. Oop. With your little plier. Well, maybe you are. This is a very strange angle. There we go. I think I got it. Okay. Eight and a half on the dot. Okay. I'm going to do a little trim here. Hopefully I can get this with my flush cutter. This thing obviously needs to be replaced. But, anywho. Okay, there we go. Eight and a half. Did it. Do 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 do. Yay! So there we go. Things look to be good. Things are moving around. See, look at this on me. It's just so 2 inches too big, man. And this is why I struggle. Because I'm like, oh. Just rolls right off. But we did it. Okay, we got that done. Quite good. Everything looks good. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, we could get a new wire if you wanted to. If you didn't want to, because we had to restring it anyways. But it is what it is. I mean, I just didn't want to redo the first crimp because work. But here we are. I think it turned out good. So yeah, I think your guys' suggestion of replacing one of these larger beads with a smaller bead would have been a good thing to get it to be, because these are going to take up more space, right? And that's another thing about using the acclaimed craft board. Sometimes when you don't use all the same beads, it can be a little tricky. Like these are 6s and these are 10s probably. So it can be a little bit tricky with the size, but I still like it because it helps me to design the things and see how many go on each side. But yeah, so we got that done with only one faux pas situation going on. So there we go. And we got 6 minutes to string up the prayer beads. Now the prayer beads, he said that he wanted them to be in the same situation, and he just wanted them on a different string, and then he wanted a magnet clasp. So I am going to do, let me put this way. I'm going to do, I don't have the magnet clasp, so I'm just going to put it on the jump ring first, you know, because I don't have the magnet clasp here. I gotta get one Wednesday. Zoom out. Ooh, that's too much. And I think I'm gonna try this sinew situation. He also said he wanted them to be looser, not too much more loose, but just a little bit looser so he can move them like this here. And I said, okay. So I'm just going to string them up, and then I will deal with the claspy parts later. So I think I'll just use this. And I'm just going to start here. I just crimp what? Chimp composed a baby shower for my daughter-in-law? Oh. So apparently he's had these beads here for quite a number of years. And so we want to make sure that we're keeping them in the right order. And I asked him if they were like, you know, any kind of special meanings or things of that nature. He said no, that he'd picked out these, what looked to be probably India glass at a bead shop on a trip one time or something, and he liked them just because he liked them. And the other ones he just thought matched, so he put those on there, and then I guess it turned into a thing. So that's it. Alrighty, well, we will restring them. So originally on sinew, which this is also sinew, this is imitation sinew, but it's a thicker gauge. I was going to use wire, but since he's moving them around, I decided I'll just use this guy because it's a little thicker. So I don't know. Anyways, it's interesting the things that you get to learn about when you start doing customs for people and stuff like that, about their preferences and their meanings and their stories and their adventures, you know, all that good business. So I think it's really fun. When I am repairing or restringing, I take a photo of the original piece to keep it in order. I take a video, Roseanne. I take a live video. No, I'm just kidding. That's probably a good idea, just in case somebody says, oh, no, this was not right. And then you can say, well, this is what it looked like when you gave it to me. I don't think Mike's really gonna care that much, but maybe he would. But I am being careful to keep them in the same order. And if I have to refer to the video, I could be like, hey, man, we did this on Morning Coffee. There's a video about it. Check it out. Now the buying. Yeah. So I asked him, I was like, oh, well, did you want to wear these as like a necklace when you're not using them as prayer beads? Because they're technically long enough. But he said that he doesn't like things that tight around his neck. And I was like, well, I could add like something. And he was like, no, I just want to have the magnet on to fiddle around with it. And I said, oh, okay. So I guess the magnet is just for fiddling around with it when he's doing his prayers or whatever he's doing here. So I said, okay. Just try to help, man. I don't know. Okay, and that's the last one. And like I said, I'm just gonna leave these like this for the time being until I get my magnet, but they're strung up in the appropriate order. There we go. These beads are pretty large. I could have probably got away with also doing a double if I wanted to, but this stuff is super strong. It's waxed and it's sinew, so it's for sewing leather, if you were wondering. All right. So there we go. Work completed. Oh, we're 1 minute over time. You got this. You are a beading engineer. Thanks so much. Oh, so yeah, we got our work done. So that's one less thing we got to do today, or this week, or whatever. Well, minus the magnet. We got to get that on there. But that'll be easy. I'll just run it back through the beads and do kind of like how I tie off my seal-on, like my knotted necklaces and stuff, so that it looks nice. I'll do that. But yeah, other than that, we did it. We talked about Acclaim Crafts. Highly recommend if you have not seen their boards and things and stuff, or been involved with Lori and Mike over there. What else to report? That's it, basically. We're just doing work things. If I have a strand of granulated beads. Oh, like papered? Take a picture of them. Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited about doing Bark Bead Box Project 2 today. That's the one with the chain on it, if you saw that with the chain in the front. I've never done that before, so I'm curious to see how that's going to work out. Phyllis is supposed to come today, and we're having her work on bagging up some of the things for the sale for next Monday so that me and Shannon can get them on the SKU list. So we're all going to kind of work on that this morning because we got to pick out like our stuff. So that's what we got going on. Anyway, I hope you all are having a lovely, spectacular, amazing beading day today. And I hope all of your projects are going well. I did see there was a bunch of people who were sharing on Facebook over the weekend, which is super awesome. So you can do hashtag what's on my mat today. As a reminder, if you do have a custom order on the website, please swing over there and pick it up, as they are going to go up for grabs today, this afternoon probably, and then anybody will be able to purchase your order because it will no longer be reserved for you. So just an FYI on that. And members, prepare to go to the store on Wednesday to do work. I did put out a members only weekend vibe video. That was fun. I seen some of you saw that one. And I hope you're beading May your beading be wonderful and your coffee be strong and your mental health be in good condition all the while. And I will see you guys tomorrow.